What's up guys, this is Jay and welcome to the 590 Promethean's Giant Guide. So after killing the giant at the front door, you're gonna have to skip a bunch of mobs to get to the first boss. Just follow this route I'm about to take.
Sure. You aggro that third spider.
You wanna die right about here.
Those two up there too.
Ignore what me and my friends are about to do. This is for people who are overgeared for this dungeon.
You stunning first?
Just let the tank die, res him, and then kill the two ads in front of the boss.
Go.
Alright, the first boss is really simple. He only has one skill you have to worry about. It's an AoE. He spins a web like you're seeing right now, and he pulls everyone to him. It doesn't do any damage, so save your roll for the AoE he casts afterwards. As a DPS, that's really all you have to worry about. If you're the tank, he also has a skill that stuns you for a couple of seconds. After the stun is over, he just deals a massive amount of damage to you, so be prepared to use a potion or pop your green soul skill. He's doing it right now. You can see that I'm stunned, and the silken suffocation is the massive amount of damage that you're gonna have to tank. That's it for this boss, so just kill him and move on. And now I'm just gonna show you how to skip to the second boss.
Like, we'll wait for everything to reset, and then the position of where that bigger giant is will just attack us.
So you want to die in that corner to the right. To the right, right now, to the right.
Oh, shit.
Do not follow what I'm about to do, which is pull all the way to this guy. You don't want to do that. You have to kill the two ads in front of him and then kill the big giant. The reason is because the big giant has a huge aggro range, so as soon as you pass the two mini giants and you die, it's gonna aggro onto your group members, and you don't want to deal with that. Only do this if you are doing it with friends or guildies and you've already explained how you're gonna skip this. Because if they're not close enough when the tank dies, they're gonna pull aggro from the ads behind the big giant, and they're probably going to cause the group to wipe. For this, you don't actually have to kill all four of these groups. You really only have to kill the two groups to the right. It's really up to the tank. If he doesn't feel like he can tank the two groups or hold aggro for the two groups, let him pull one group at a time. Think about it this way, you would save more time if your tank didn't die and your group wipe. And also watch out for these two guys. They have an AoE and it does quite a bit of damage. So watch out or interrupt them. Now on to the second boss. He only has two skills that you really have to worry about. One is his overpowering buff, which he's about to cast any moment now. Come on, there it is, overpowering. So you want to get away from it. Even the tank has to run, unless he wants to tank all that damage. The second thing you have to worry about is what the game just showed you. It's still on the screen. Block the attack 2 times. It's exactly what it is. Use your interrupt skill. You need at least 2 party members to use their interrupt skill on the boss. Later on, it's going to be 3, and then if the boss is still alive, it's gonna be 4, and it's gonna move on to 5. Every single class in Echo of Soul has an interrupt skill. Use it. Every time the boss is successful in casting the spell, he's gonna get buffed. He's gonna get 10% more damage every single time. This doesn't just make it harder for the tank, it also makes it harder for everyone else. It's not just the damage of his auto attacks that's increased, but all his other skills. That line AoE you just saw him cast, that does more damage, and he also has a fireball that he casts on a random person. That's gonna be stronger too. With enough buffs, that random fireball might just one-shot a random group member of yours. So pay attention and block when the game tells you to block.
Oh, shit.
Let me show you when he does his random fireball. He's about to do it. Any moment now. Look, he's facing me. He turns around and he shoots a fireball. And here, a lot of people are gonna have to learn a harsh lesson. Never walk in front of the tank. Because why? That's why. Those mobs will always spawn there when you walk past it, so never walk in front of the tank. This is not the only dungeon where something like this can happen. So, important lesson, never walk in front of the tank. If you're the tank, you might want to keep an eye on your minimap and see if there's any stragglers. That one guy who's just, for some reason, far behind from everyone else. You might have to zigzag a little and let them catch up, or if your entire group is behind you, you might want to zigzag a little to let them catch up. Now the last boss is actually pretty simple. Make sure you kill all 3 of these ads before you start the boss, or the boss is probably going to one-shot all of you. The first skill you kind of have to worry about is his stomp. You can't avoid it, you have to tank it, so use a potion. It does quite a bit of damage. Now the second thing you have to worry about are the 3 flame fragments that he summons. Make sure your DPS switch targets to these and kill them as fast as possible, because when that white bar you see reaches all the way to the end, the boss will get a super buff and he's just gonna one-shot everyone, including the tank. He has 3 other AoE skills that are pretty goddamn obvious. You see one of them right now. Just get out of the way. You're about to see another one. It's basically a jump. You'll see a giant red circle. Get out of the circle. This last skill, you've probably seen it a few times as you've been watching the video. You see it right now. It's pretty obvious what it does, so find a spot where it's not covered by red circles. That is all you have to worry about for the last boss, so thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like on the video and subscribe if you want more content like this. But as always, Jay, signing out.